Dave Greco, how are you?
Good afternoon, Marianne. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you. Yep, just fine. Yep.
Okay, very good. Good afternoon, Ray.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I'm just changing my name here. Okay. Did you get the pictures I sent you earlier?
Today, no, I did not. Are they of this property?
What I took yesterday,
Okay,
but I have some here too, so.
okay. You know, Ray, I do not see an email from you.
What?
No.
Maybe I should check and see if I hit send.
Oh, is that right?
I did it first thing this morning, so maybe I didn't, so. I mean, it was just a picture of what the property looks like right now as of yesterday.
Okay, is it consistent with the way it's been?
Yeah.
Fine. And Marianne, just so you know, I believe Mr. Holliday has not shown up for the last two court hearings. But I am expecting, as I indicated in the email, Marquita Webb, the owner, to be
Okay.
logging in. And she confirmed via text message to me that she is.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
There's the dog. Mm-hmm. Oh, there are dogs on the property. I did speak to Mr. Holliday yesterday, who said he would be on, so.
Okay.
They gonna tell you. They gonna tell you state your name.
So I ain't gotta test nothing. I don't know nothing.
They looking at you right now.
Hey, we can hear you, Daryl.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep, we can hear you. Just sit tight.
Okay, yes, okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you saying you're a pink person?
He can hear you.
I know. I am.
Yeah. It went to my nose. I just got a doodle. It's coming up there. What? It's in my bottle.
I wanted you to hear this.
She wants to have a drink. Really.
It is. Did you get the dollar? I mean, the 2 or 3, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
A juice or something.
Oh, yes. How are you?
Good afternoon, Mr. Holliday.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Mr. Greco, is it my understanding that we're waiting for Ms. Webb?
Yes,
Um,
I
We are, Your Honor. If she's
Go up and
supposed to be
louder.
coming on, because she's the new owner of the property, and I wanted her present here for the relief we're requesting. I've already talked to her.
Okay.
I know we're not I know we're not technically on the record yet, but I think we can grant the relief requested against Mr. Holliday without her, but given the court's concerns previously during court hearings, I wanted her to be here.
I understand, and unless Mr. Holliday or Mr. Greco, you have some time commitment, my policy is about 15 minutes after the scheduled start time.
I'm fine, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Holliday, are you okay to wait about 10 more minutes?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes,
If
yes,
Ms.
Your
Webb-
Honor.
Thank you. If Ms. Webb appears before that, I'll come back out. Otherwise, my office is right behind this door, and I'll just be there doing other things until my secretary lets me know that she's here, okay?
Yes, yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
No. 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 Daddy, don't let me eat your food. You don't let me.
Give us some crab leg.
I am. You're not eating our food, or other food, man.
This is 22R008584ON, State of Michigan versus Daryl Terrence Holiday. May I have your appearances, please?
Your Honor, David Greco here on behalf of the city of Romulus. I think this is actually City of Romulus versus Mr. Holiday.
Mr. Holiday, state your name for the record, please. You're muted, sir. Mr. Greco, it's listed on the ROA, a State of Michigan. I recognize it to be a City of Romulus case. If we can get Mr. Holiday unmuted. Mr. Holiday? You need to unmute yourself, sir. There should be a button on the screen, the microphone button. If you tap it, so it'll. I can't hear you, sir.
Okay, yes.
Thank you.
Yep, thank
Today
you.
is the day and time. Thank you,
Daryl,
sir. Today is the day and time.
the day is the 29th.
No, Mr. Holiday, it's my apologies. State your name, please, sir.
Daryl Terrence Holiday, Senior.
Thank you. What I was starting to say was that today is the day and time set for hearing on the city's request for entry of judgment regarding compliance and cleanup. We were here originally back on November 3rd, 2022 for hearing on this citation from August 26th of 2022. At that time, there was some conversation regarding the recent sale of the property. And this court raised concerns with the prosecutor about proceeding when we knew that you were no longer, well, that there was a possibility that you were no longer the owner of the property. The court rescheduled this matter for November 17th, and while the prosecutor appeared, no one else did. We rescheduled the case again to December 15th, 2022, at which time the prosecutor appeared with the new purported property owner, Ms. Marquita Webb. Court again continued this matter because of a concern that a citation was issued to you for property, Mr. Holiday, but that there was a new owner. So the court did not want to take any additional action until all parties that the court will believe to be necessary were present. That being said, Mr. Greco, where are we this afternoon?
Where we are this afternoon, Your Honor, is kind of where we were at the beginning, except now we have everybody here. We are looking for an order for cleanup. These matters are in default, Mr. Holiday having not answered and not subsequently filed any motion or any other kind of answer to the charge. Attached to our motion, Your Honor, attached as exhibits, I believe C, are the photographs of the property that show a lot of junk and debris and various materials all over the property, which is vacant at this time. The court is correct that we raised some issues that the city found out that Ms. Marquita Webb became the new owner, I believe, through the Wayne County foreclosure auction sale at some time in the fall. It took us some time to contact Ms. Webb. We had an address which wasn't a correct one. Now we have the correct one in Detroit, and also was able to obtain her phone number when she appeared at the last court hearing. The reason why she is here today is because of the release we are seeking, and because she is what appears to be the current owner of the property. We are still moving for an order for cleanup against the original defendant, Mr. Holiday, because as the court may be aware, all of these ordinances, whether they are junk and debris, zoning, anything with regard to land, does apply not only to owners, but any persons, occupants, agents, or owners of the property. Mr. Holiday has owned this property for some time until the fall. We initiated the case while he was still an owner. Looking at the register of actions, there are previous defaults for the same types of charges, and this looks like Mr. Holiday's property on this property. I have spoken with Ms. Webb, who has indicated it's not her property. the property is her property, the real property, not the personal property, the junk and debris on it. We are seeking an order to have Mr. Holliday remove the stuff from the property, and or if he does not do it by January 26th, which would be a week from now, that the city is permitted to go onto the property and remove the stuff. Ms. Webb is here. I've indicated to her, or she has indicated to me, that she has no objection to the relief requested in the motion. The court will notice that although the city is very often and is entitled to, under the ordinances, to recover costs associated with the cleanup, we are not seeking it specifically with Ms. Webb. This case only involves Mr. Holliday as the defendant in our understanding with respect to his property. So we're looking for entry of the order that we had submitted with the renotice of hearing that's been provided to the court and all of the parties. Again, looking for the city being able to go on and clean up the property within 1 week. Mr. Holliday has 1 week to either clean it up or at least remove some of the stuff that he may want to remove. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Holliday, any response?
Yes, ma'am, I understand what he just said, and I'm disabled, and I know that's not an excuse, because I know I lived there all my life, born there, and a lot of stuff is my brothers that died and have no title, and I can't get rid of it without a title as far as taking it to the scrap. And I have no titles on a lot of things that was my brothers and my dad's that's deceased. And, you know, I didn't even know my property was up for bid, and I did not know all of this, Miss Yarner. And it just came about me that somebody bidded my property out, and I tried to build my house back up after a house fire, a tragedy. I lost everything. And I put all my money that I had, cut the top out instead of upstairs, trying to put just a gable up there, an attic space. And the court, they gave me that, and I guess I don't know if I didn't meet the procedures or whatever. And I put all my money into trying to get back into my home, and I lost everything. I would have just paid my taxes, and I wouldn't be in this, predicament right now. But it's a lot of things I don't understand. And I mean, far as, I don't know, court, what I'm here, what we doing right today. And I understand what you're saying. I know it's not looking good, but I didn't know that I was losing it. You know, I met the owner, that she came and she said she bidded on it, and she won a bid, which I did not even know that this was going on. But I do understand that I got to clean up what the gentleman just said in a week. I understand what he says. I'm disabled. I'm a heart patient, and I've been trying to do what I can, and it's not an excuse, because it do look bad. But everything was over on my side. Now it was pulled from my sister's house over there, from a differences between me and my nephew and her, and everything is because it was one big property, my grandparents, from my lot to her lot, my sister's, and everything was pulled from her side over there, and that's why it's looked like it does look bad. I understand.
If I may briefly respond, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Greco.
Yeah, just for context, we did get an order for cleanup of the neighboring property, his sister that he's talking about, Ms. Johnson, in September 2022, which we did go on to the property and clean it up. And I believe what Mr. Holliday is referring to, that he may have moved some stuff from that property over to this property, which again would not be appropriate, as this property is just stuff piled on it.
Right, which was my deceased brother that's no longer here, and my dad that's no longer here. It's a lot of stuff that's on the property that I have no title and I couldn't get rid of it without a title as far as Savage and it's I don't know the law, but like I said, it's a lot of stuff that's my deceased and they drug it from one side to the other side and then it's on me.
Anything else, Mr. Holliday?
Pardon me?
I said, anything else you'd like to say?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Greco?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Holliday, as indicated, and as we discussed back in November when you first appeared, the city of Romulus does have a right to ask for entry of an order for the relief that they're seeking. We had a conversation in November about cleaning the property, and we discussed your health and your physical limitations at that time, and we had conversations about you getting help. But at this time, the court believes that we are 5 months from the issuing of the citation. The prosecutor has asked that the property be cleaned up within the next 7 days, or that the city be allowed to go on the property and remove the items that they list in their proposed order, which were unregistered or inoperable vehicles that were improperly parked or stored, removal of recreational vehicles, and removal of all items deemed to be litter, junk, debris, or abandoned materials from the property, things of that nature. The court will grant the prosecution's request in order that you comply with the order and remove these items within the next 7 days. And if you fail to do that, the city may go on the property, remove the items just enumerated, and then enter a lien for any costs incurred by the city for the removal of those items, which is essentially a judgment against you.
Yes.
Anything else, Mr. Greco?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Holliday?
No, I can have no more time, no. If Mr. Greco agrees, the weather been bad, cold, and I'm just saying any more time.
Respectfully, Mr. Holliday, the fire was quite some time ago. The citation was last August. And I think that Mr. Greco has been more than generous with the amount of time since our November hearing and allowing an opportunity for you to clean the property up. So I will leave the order as is with the cleanup date of January 26, 2023. Anything else, Mr. Greco?
No, Your Honor.
That concludes this hearing. Copies of the order will be mailed to the parties at the addresses on file with the court. This court will now stand adjourned.